So what's up guys, welcome back. In this video I might throw a couple of clips in from last night when I actually tried to start the car, but I was having a problem starting it, and I think it might be something with the tune. I checked for vacuum leaks and all sorts of different things, couldn't really get to the bottom of the issue. It won't stay idling, so I just have to keep my foot on the gas to keep it running, so that really won't do. So I wasn't able to really test drive it. I didn't feel like driving it like that, so I'm going to try to get it fixed. I think it's a tune issue. So I did make this little temporary downpipe right here, and yeah, it just kind of shoots the exhaust down here. So what I need to do as of right now is finish off this downpipe and kind of just send it over there and fish it through where the drain line is between the block and the drain line. And then I got to drill a hole and weld a bung on it so I can put my wideband in there, and then I can actually read the air-fuel ratio so I can see if this thing's lean or rich or something, and see exactly why it won't stay running at idle. So yeah, that's going to be my task, is to make a little downpipe for this thing and get the air-fuel ratio displaying on my gauge. So that's the plan. Mm-hmm. So here's what I got for a downpipe so far. I still got to hack it off here because it hits the cross support for the right in the center, and it has to sort of run along that. So I got to cut it about here, and then I'll 90 it again, and then run some straights to the factory or to the exhaust system that I have. So what I did was drill a nice hole for this bung here so I can get my wideband in, and that was kind of a pain. I had to like grind it out because I don't have a drill that big, but ended up working out just fine. The welds don't look good, but they're strong, they're going to hold, and I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to heat wrap this anyway, so you won't even see it. But yeah, so I'm liking that, so I'm going to go ahead and I might throw it on the car one more time, place the bung, and then just make sure it looks good, have the O2 sticking out, make sure it's not going to hit anything, I'll be able to get to it easily. And yeah, if that all checks out, then I'm going to weld it up, and yeah, then I'm ready to throw this thing on again. And we're going to see if we can get it to run now. Alright, so this is where I'm deciding to call it a night. I basically just got everything finished up as far as the downpipe that I really wanted to. So I got it all finished welded, and I got my wideband welded in, I got the bung welded in. Tried to put it at a bit of an upward angle so the sensor doesn't get full of condensation or water. But yeah, so looking down there, it's hard to see, but got that finished, and I ended up cutting the downpipe so it doesn't hit the cross member anymore, just for the time being, so it's not rattling or whatever, and it just points down straight at the ground. And I did just try to start it, but I really couldn't get it to start. I think that I pulled one of the spark plugs and it's like super black, so I'm assuming it's just running really rich. So based on it running rich, I got to pull fuel out of the tune, and I was pulling fuel from, like, before I checked, I was pulling fuel like out of just the lower RPM range, everything down low all the way to like 1,000 RPMs. But I think I should have pulled more because it kind of jumps up past 1,000 since it's like a cold start. So it would like start, and then as soon as it would get to like 2,000 or like, I don't know, maybe 1,250 or 1,500, it would just choke out and die again. And I kept trying it a bunch of times, and I think it ended up being flooded, so it was pretty tough. And then it's also past 10, so don't really want to start it up. I have family members that are sleeping and they're yelling at me, so I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow. But hopefully tomorrow I can pull some fuel out of this thing and see if I can get it fired up. Seems like this exhaust is different with the turbo, so it's sort of having a tougher time to idle. It doesn't quite flow as good, it doesn't need as much, you know, so yeah, we're just going to have to pull some more fuel, and hopefully tomorrow I can get it started. Gotta get some power steering fluid too, but yeah, I got done what I wanted to get done for tonight. Just didn't get to start it, unfortunately, but hopefully that's coming soon. I'm going to order some heat wrap and some other stuff. I got a 90 coming for this so that we don't have to bend that stainless line, because it sort of bends when the hood shuts. So we got a lot of things left to do, but all in all, it's looking pretty good, and I'm excited. It's really coming together. So that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going inside. It's cold. Alright guys, so I'm going to be 100% honest. I messed some things up with this reassembly of the car, and mainly I think with the wiring harness. So yeah, I tried throwing fuel at it like I did earlier. Might put that clip in, I might not, but yeah, it's not running still. I can't get it to stay running. It's acting like there's a big vacuum leak, and so I've just been going over everything, and I know for a fact that I had a couple of connectors switched. Down here there's the engine coolant temperature sensor, and I had that one switched. I had that one up here, and then I had this one back there, so I need to fix that. And then I had the EGR and the vehicle speed sensors switched. I mean, I figured the plugs could only fit where they were supposed to go, but I was very wrong about that, so that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, so I'm just going through everything and making sure everything's right, including vacuum lines. And I had this EGR control valve here, and this guy, I wasn't exactly sure what it did. I thought it was an evap thing, but I realized, I did some research, and I found out that that is for the EGR to turn that on and off. So what I had was the EGR was just hooked up straight to the engine vacuum, which is not good, because that would mean it's open all the time. So I fixed that, and then it still didn't run, and then I touched the EGR and I realized that the EGR was loose, and I never even tightened it. So, I mean, there's definitely some issues going on. You know, this is my first huge job like this. I've never really tackled taking apart an entire car and putting it back together. Plus, it's been a long time since I've done it, since I actually took it apart, so I don't remember everything. But right now, I'm just going to go over all the wiring and make sure we don't have any more vacuum leaks. And yeah, just make sure everything is 100%, and then I think we will be in the clear, and hopefully we get a running car out of this. I know the car is going to run eventually. I will figure out what it is, but you know, it's just a minor setback, bit of a delay. You know, it's a bummer, but we'll push through, and I'll get it figured out. So stay tuned. The car will run soon, I hope. Hopefully tonight I can figure something out. Figured it out. I'm really excited. I messed up more things than I possibly could have imagined, and you know what? I should have labeled the entire harness when I took it apart, but I didn't do that, and I'm paying the price for it now. But it is what it is. I just got the car to actually start and run with no gas pedal, and it idles, so I'm pumped, and that's giving me the push that I need to get this car done. So right now what I'm going to do is, I still have a lot of stuff that's not plugged in because the wires don't reach based on the way I routed it, so I'm going to try to either undo loom where I can, and maybe even just extend wires if I have to with heat, you know, solder and heat shrink and all that stuff. Usually it's a bunch of 2-wire sensors that I messed up because they're all the same plug, and you know, I wish Honda had not done that, but it is what it is. I think what my problem was, I think I had multiple problems obviously, but the problem that I just made the car run by fixing was I had the idle air control valve. I had an incorrect sensor plugged in there, and it was giving it wacky readings, and the ECU did not know what to do with the idle control, so it probably had it wide open, and it was creating a huge vacuum leak, and it was like sputtering. It had no idea what to do. So yeah, based on that, I think we're good to go. I just gotta make sure that I plug everything in now and that it's all in the right spot, and I think we're gonna be good to go. So I'm pretty stoked, honestly. I did not think I was gonna figure it out this quick. I thought it might have been a day or two, but yeah, so got it figured out, and yeah, I'm gonna get to work fixing all the wiring, and then hopefully I can take this thing for a test drive. Apparently. so if you couldn't tell from that last video, I took it out and I took it for a drive. It ran great. I'm so stoked. I mean, tune's definitely going to need some playing with, and it's pretty cold. I haven't driven it in cold weather like this, so I don't really know what the tune's going to do, but it ran, and it ran good. I mean, it sounds good. You can hear the turbo spooling up and everything, so I'm really stoked. It sounds awesome, and yeah. Sorry I didn't take you along for the ride. There would not have been much to see. I have to fix the windshield wipers because I put them on wrong or something. I don't know. I put the motor backwards or whatever. They want to pull down when you start them, so I'm not really sure if yeah, I definitely did something wrong, so I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, anyway, it's raining and I couldn't really see much, and I only have one headlight, and you know, no turn signals. It's all around pretty bad. So just did a quick drive down the road. Didn't take you guys with me, but you'll certainly be there for the next ride. So I think this is where I'm going to cap off this video. The car is back up and running, so heck yeah, I'm stoked. Oh, I can't wait. So now it's time to clean up all this wiring, and my coupler's coming in tomorrow for the intercooler pipes and everything, so should be good to go on this thing real soon.